Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are well. So in my previous video I had started 11th chapter algebraic expression and I had also explained here 11.1 and also I had started 11.3. So in my previous video I had explained first three parts of 11.3 exercise. And now today I am going to start its fourth part, that is also the same sum, that is we have to find the division of the polynomials. But one thing is new here. What is the new thing? I will also explain this one. So okay, before starting the question I want to explain little bit about the new thing that we have to solve now in this sum in fourth part. What are these things? These are, after dividing the polynomial by the given polynomial, then we have to verify the answer also. Verification means we have to find that which steps we had applied in the sums either are correct or not. We have to see this one also. So for the verification of the sums, we will use a formula, that is dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. Okay, how we can apply this formula and how we can use this statement for the verification, I will also explain this one. But before starting the polynomial, I had taken a very simple case for the explanation of this formula. What is this example I had taken? That is, you can see here I am dividing this 17 by 5. In this case you can see, first of all let me do the division. We know that 5 3 is 15 and after subtracting 15 from 17 we got 2. 2 is the remainder. So you can see here 5 is the divisor, 17 is dividend, 3 is quotient and 2 is remainder. So now I want to see that which steps I had applied here, are they correct or not? Which step I had solved here, is it correct? That we have to find by the verification. Now see how we can do the verification. According to this formula, we can see this dividend is always equal to multiplication of divisor and quotient. Means dividend is equal to divisor multiplied by quotient plus remainder. So we just simply putting the values in this formula, and then you can see 17 in this case is dividend, this 17 is equal to divisor, divisor here is 5 multiplied by quotient, quotient in this case is 3, you can see here. So 5 multiplied by 3 plus 2, 2 is the remainder. So I put the values. Now you can see this is left hand side and this is right hand side. Now we have to solve this right hand side. We know 5 3 is 15, 15 plus 2, 15 plus 2 is 17. So both sides, this 17 is equal to this 17. It means this statement is true. So it means we verified that which sum I had solved here is correct. So in this way we can do the same thing also with the polynomial for the verification. So okay, now I am going to start the first part of fourth sum. So here you can see the difference between the third part and this fourth part, that is, in my previous sum, in my previous video, in the third part, you can see when we are dividing the polynomial, that was divided by a polynomial which has only two terms. So basically in that sum we were dividing the polynomial by the binomial. But now in this case, now this sum is new, means this sum is different from the previous sum, that because of, in this case you can see now again we are dividing this polynomial, but now in this time we are dividing the polynomial by a polynomial which has three terms. So it means we are dividing now by trinomial. You can see here there are three terms in this statement, so that is why it is a trinomial. So but the steps are same that we have to apply here, but here is the one thing is also new, that I will explain you when I will solve the sum. So you can see how we were dividing. You can pause the video and do by yourself and then see that are the steps are matching with me, which steps I am going to solve here. So you should also try this one. Okay, now see. So this is our first term, this is 2x cube. Again we have to write this 2x cube here and it is divided by this 2x square. Because of, in this case I directly going to start the sum. Why? Because of the powers of the variables which I told you that they should always in a descending order. in this case you can see the powers are already in the descending order. Here is 3, 2, 1 and 0. Even in this polynomial you can see 2, 1 and 0. So that is why I am directly starting this sum. So this is 2x cube is divided by this 2x square. And how you can solve, you know very well, by separating the numerical terms and the variable terms. X has a power 3, so you can write it for 3 times, and this is for 2 times. So this 2 and 2 are cancelled, and even this same factors are also cancelled. So we got x. So it means after dividing this one we got x. So now write down this x is here. Okay, what is the next step? Exactly, you are right. The next step is, now we have to multiply this x with the divisor. Divisor is 2x square plus x minus 1. Now multiply this. It will become 2 into x square into x, 2x cube plus x into x is x square minus x into 1 is x. So write down here, it will become 2x cube plus x square minus x. And now what we have to do? Of course, after this we have to subtract the polynomials. Okay, I told you in my previous video, I had explained you, when we are going to subtract the polynomial, we have to change the sign of this polynomial. So it will become minus because of here is no any sign, so it is of a positive sign. So you can change the sign, it is minus, and this plus is also changed into minus, and this minus is plus. Okay, now see, these two terms has opposite signs, so these two terms are cancelled out with each other. Now you can see here, this is minus 8. Okay, no any term is here, it means it is already understood here is a 1. So minus will become plus, 8 plus 1 is 9. Because of minus is plus, and it will become minus 9x square. And of course you can see both terms are of positive sign, plus is plus. So it will become 16 plus 1 is 17x. And we will write this minus 30 as it is. I hope this is clear to you. So okay, now what is the next step? Again we have to write this minus 9x square here, and it is divided by this 2x square. So write down here, it will become 2x square. So these both 2x squares are cancelled out with each other. It will become minus 9 by 2. So write down it here, minus 9 by 2 like this. Okay, what is the next step? Now we have to multiply this minus 9 by 2 with this divisor. It is of course 2x square plus x minus 1. Okay, now solve this one. First of all, when you will multiply this minus 9 by 2 with 2x square, again this is a term in a fraction, so multiply carefully. When you are multiplying minus 9 by 2 with this 2x square, of course this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled out with each other, so it will become minus 9x square. And in the next step, plus minus is minus 9 multiplied with x, it will become 9x, and over 2 remains as it is. And in the next step, minus is plus, 9 by 2 is multiplied with 1, so it will become 9 by 2. So like this you have to solve. And now write down here, it will become minus 9x square minus 9x over 2 plus 9 by 2. And now what we have to do? Now we have to subtract the terms by changing the sign. It will become plus, even here it will become plus, and it will become minus. So now you can see these two terms are of opposite sign, so these are cancelled out with each other. And now you can see this is also plus 17x and this is plus 9 by 2x. It means now we have to add the terms. And I have also explained in my previous sum that how we can add the terms which are in a fraction. So write down first of all this 17. It is of plus sign, and also this 9 by 2, it is of also plus sign, so it will become 9 by 2. So now multiply this by taking the LCM, 17 to the 34 and 9 as it is over 2, and now plus these terms, it will become 43 by 2. I hope this is clear to you. So write down here, this is 43x over 2. Of course we have to write x also, don't forget to write down here x. And now you can see next are the constant terms, and even in this case also this is of minus sign and it is also of minus sign, so we have to solve this one again by in this same way. So okay, now see, write down this minus 30 here again, and this 9 by 2 has a negative sign. So write down this one also minus 9 by 2. Now take the LCM 3 to 60. So it will become minus 60 and minus 9 as it is over 2. Then minus minus is plus 60 plus 9 becomes 69. Of course minus 9 will remain as it is, minus 69 by 2. So here is the important thing that I want to tell you. Now this is the time to explain that new thing. That new thing is, now we have to stop the division here and we cannot divide this polynomial further. Okay, why I am stopping here? So you have to understand this one also. So in my previous sums, when we were solving the sums, that time we got a remainder in a constant term, but now we got the remainder in a variable term also. So here we have to understand the one thing where we can say that we got the remainder. Now see carefully. Now we have to understand that up to which steps we can divide the polynomial. Means we have to continue the division. Now you can see, when we are dividing the polynomial, in that case the power of the dividend is always is equal to or greater than the power of the divisor. Listen carefully. In this case the higher power is 3, and in this case, in the case of divisor, the higher power is 2. But when we are dividing, when we start the division, in that case the power of in each step, means here in the first step, in the second step, or you can see also in the third step, the power of the dividend should always be greater than or equal to the power of the divisor. Now you can see here the highest power of the divisor is here 2, and in the first step you can see the power of the dividend in this case is 3, that is greater than the power of the divisor. And now in the next step you can see the power of the dividend is equal to the power of the divisor. Now in this case, here the power of the dividend is less than the power of the divisor. So here we have to stop the division. So it means while solving we have to see all the time the power of the dividend should always be greater than or equal to the highest power of the divisor. So in this case I already explained that here the power is 3, that is greater than the power of 2. Of course 3 is greater than 2. And now in this case the power of the dividend is 2, that is exactly equal to the power of the dividend, that is 2. But in this case, in the next step, the power of the dividend is 1, that is less than the power of this polynomial, that is 2x square plus x minus 1. So I hope it is clear to you. While solving we have to see the highest power of the divisor. The highest power of the divisor is 2, and we have to compare this power always in each step of the dividend. When the power of the dividend is greater than, means in this case 3, then we can divide the polynomial. When the power of the dividend is equal to the power of the divisor, even in this case we can do the same steps, means we can divide the polynomial. But when we reaches to a point where the power of the dividend is 1, which is less than the power of the divisor, where there we have to stop the sum. It means we reached to the remainder. So here in this case this is the remainder. I hope this is clear to you. Now the next step is we have to verify the sum. It means we have to verify now that the steps which we had solved here, are they correct or not. Even this is the part of the sum also. Now I had solved this one also. Now I am going to explain this one, that how I had verified the answer. So after division we got, just now we had solved that the quotient is x minus 9 by 2 and the remainder is 43x over 2 minus 69 by 2. Just now we had find these answer, and now the next step is we have to verify. Okay, now see the statement. This is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So we have to apply this formula to verify the answer. First of all, dividend is this 2x cube minus 8x square plus 16x minus 13 is equal to divisor. Divisor is this 2x square plus x minus 1 multiplied with quotient. Quotient is here x minus 9 by 2 plus then remainder. Remainder just we got now 43x over 2 minus 69 by 2. Okay, now we have to solve only the left hand side, the right hand side we have to solve now. It will remain as it is. Okay, now see this term is multiplied with this term. So we have to multiply separately this 2x square with the bracket, then x with the bracket, then minus 1 with the bracket. So write down this is 2x square multiplied with x minus 9 by 2 plus x into x minus 9 by 2, and of course minus 1 into x minus 9 by 2, and plus the other things remain as it is. The other terms, that is 43x over 2 minus 69 by 2, remains as it is. Okay, now the next step is we have to multiply, then 2x square multiplied with x, it will become 2x cube, then minus as it is. Now we are multiplying this 9 by 2 with this 2x square. While multiplying this 2 and this 2 will be cancelled out, and what we got, that is minus 9x square, and then plus x into x is x square, then plus minus 9 into x is 9x by 2. So okay, now see the next. Again this minus 1 is multiplied with x, plus minus is minus, x multiplied by 1 become x, and then this minus plus 9 by 2 multiplied with 1 become 9 by 2, and of course this 43 by 2 minus 69 by 2 as it is. Okay, now see next steps carefully. This 2x cube is only of this single term is here 2x cube, so write down directly this 2x cube. Now you can see these two terms are of x square. It means this term is of minus sign, this is of plus sign, plus minus is minus, of course 9 minus 1 become 8, minus 8x square. Okay, now see that how I solve the terms which are of x variable, means the power of the variable of 1 here. So now you can see separately you can solve this one. Write down this minus 9x by 2, then this minus x which I had written here, and then plus 43x over 2. So take the LCM, it will become 2. So minus 9x, and this x is multiplied with 2 become minus 2x plus 43 as it is, because 2 is already over 9x and 43x. So it will remain as it is, and we have to multiply this 2 with the x. I hope you understand this one, because you know that how we can take the LCM. Now you can see these two terms are of negative sign, minus become plus, it will become minus 11x plus 43x over 2. So now you can see plus minus is minus 43 minus 11 become 32 by 2x, and after cancellation it will become 16x. So I have written here 16x, and now the constant terms we have to solve also. This is 9 by 2 minus 69 by 2. Even I had solved here 9 by 2 minus 69 by 2. See how we can solve. Again we have to take the LCM. 2 is the LCM. 9 minus 69. 69 minus 9 will become minus 60 over 2. And then after cancellation it will become minus 30. So this is the minus 30. So now you can see this side and this side is same, means we got the quotient. This is 2x cube minus 8x square plus 16x minus 30. So by the verification we came to a conclusion that our answer is right. So this is the steps you have to follow to complete the sum. I hope this is clear to you, and you have to do by yourself the same sum, and then you will be able to understand the concept. So okay, now I am going to solve the third part of fourth sum. Now see carefully, I am leaving the second part, and I will solve the first, third and the fourth, and only one sum I am leaving for you. So you have to try by yourself to see that how much you learn from this video. So you have to try by yourself. Now see this sum, the powers of the variable should be in a descending order, but here you can see here is 3, 2, 1, 0 and again 2. So it is not in a proper manner. So write down in a proper way. So write down this is x raised to power 4 minus 7x cube, and of course then here is 4, then 3, then there will be a value of the variable whose power is 2. So this is here. So don't change the sign while writing this one. See carefully, you have to write down the sign as it is. So it will become minus 7x square, and then after that this 3x plus 3x, then plus constant term, that is 4. So now you can see it is become in a proper manner. See 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. So now we can start the division. So it should also be in a proper manner. So here it is also in a proper manner. You can see this is 2, 1 and of course 0. So write down this x square, this minus 4x minus 1. So now we have to follow the same steps. What is the first step? Again this x raised to power 4 over this x square. Here is x is for 4 times, write down it for 4 times, and of course in this case x is for 2 times. So common factors are cancelled with each other and we got x into x is x square. So write down x square here. And what is the next step? We have to multiply this x square with this divisor. Divisor is x square minus 4x minus 1. So multiply this x into x is x raised to power 4 minus 4 into x into x square become x raised to power 3 minus x square into 1 is x square. So I hope this is clear to you. Write down this here, it will become x raised to power 4 minus 4x cube minus x square, and change the sign, it will become minus, here is plus, here is also plus. So now this term is of opposite sign, cancel this, and now you can see here this is minus 7 plus 4, plus minus is minus 7 minus 4 become minus 3. Why minus? Because of the highest term as a negative sign. This is 7 is highest, 7 is higher than 4, so that is why it has a negative sign, so you have to write down minus here, and of course x cube as it is. Of course in this case plus minus is minus, 7 minus 1 become minus, 7 minus 1 is 6, so write down 6x square, and this plus 3x plus 4. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now again you can see here is the power 3 and the highest power in the divisor is 2, so 3 is greater than 2, so it means we have to do the division again, we have to continue the division. So now again this is minus 3x cube over this x square. Again this is minus 3x is for 3 times, and in the denominator x is for 2 times. So cancel out the common factors and we got minus 3x. So write down this minus 3x here, and what is the next step? We have to multiply this minus 3x with the divisor. So it will become minus 3x into x square minus 4x minus 1. So multiply this minus 3 into x square into x become x raised to power 3 minus minus plus 4 3 is 12x square, and then minus minus plus is 3x. So write down here it will become minus 3x cube, then plus 12x square, and then plus 3x. So I hope this is clear to you. So now you can see this one become plus, and of course it will become minus, and it is also minus. So this term is of opposite sign, cancelled, and now you can see here is minus 6 minus 12, minus minus plus 12 plus 6 is minus 18x square, and now you can see again this term is cancelled. Why? Because term is same and both has opposite signs. Although these terms are cancelled, but now listen carefully and see carefully. If there is a term variable whose power is 2 existing in the polynomial still, it means then we have to complete the polynomial. We cannot, although we had cancelled this term and we are not writing anything here, but in this case we have to write the value. Why we have to write the value? Because of still the power of square is existing in this polynomial, and when I am writing the polynomial then I have to complete the order. So it means it is plus minus is minus, so 3 minus 3 is 0, so you can also write as 0x like this, and plus 4. Although these terms we are cancelling and we are not writing anything here, as x raised to power 4 is cancelled here, but now in the next step you can see we are writing the polynomial, that is 3, 2, 1 and 0, and when this is cancelled, now we got this is 18x square. So here we cannot miss this term, we have to complete the polynomial by writing 0 here. So I hope this is clear to you. So it will become minus 18x square plus 3 minus 3 is 0x plus 4. So I hope this step is clear to you. Okay, now the next step is minus 18x square over this x square, and of course these two terms are cancelled out with each other, so we got minus 18, and now multiply this minus 18 with this term x square minus 4x minus 1, so it will become minus 18x square, and now you can see minus minus plus 18 multiplied by 4 72, minus minus plus 72x, and of course minus minus plus 18 here we got. So now write down this here, so minus 18x square plus 72x plus 18, and now let's change the signs like this. So this is cancelled now, and now you can see this is minus 72x and this is 0, so plus minus is minus, so we write down this minus in 72x, And now you can see here also 18 is of minus sign, so 4 is of plus sign, plus minus is minus, so 18 minus 4 become minus 14. Is it a remainder? So just pause the video and think of it. Of course this is the remainder. Why? Because of now you can see the power is here 1. In the dividend the power is 1, but in the divisor the highest power is 2. So 1 is less than 2. So now we have to stop the division here. So I explained you we have to continue the division only till we are not getting the power of the dividend less than the highest power of the divisor. So in this case you can see the power is greater than, in the first step you can see the power is greater than 2, so we divide this one, and in the next step you see the power is 3 which is also greater than 2, so we continue the division, and in the case of this x square the powers are equal, so even in this case we have to continue the division. But when we are getting the power which is less than the power of the highest power of the divisor, then we have to stop the division. That is the answer, that is the remainder. So I hope this is clear to you. So now we have to do the verification also. So okay, now see the verification. So in this case this is the dividend and this is the divisor, we know this one, and after dividing we got the value of quotient is x square minus 3x minus 18, and we got the value of the remainder is minus 72x minus 14. So now we know the formula of verification is dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So now you can see, write down this quotient in this side is equal to the value of quotient is 3x square minus 3x minus 18 multiplied by divisor. Divisor is this is x square minus 4x minus 1. So you have to put into the brackets each term, each polynomial, and then plus remainder. Remainder is minus 72x minus 14. So I am now using a bracket. Why? Because of both terms are of negative sign. So that is why I use the bracket here. So now in the next case you can see we have to multiply this, the each term of this bracket with the whole bracket. So write down this x square here and this bracket, and again minus 3x into this bracket, again minus 18 into this whole bracket, and plus minus 72x minus 14 as it is. So now in the next step multiply the term x into x is x4 minus 4x into x square x cube minus x square into 1 is x square. And now see this minus 3x into x square is minus 3x cube minus minus plus 4 3 is 12x into x is x square minus minus plus 3x into 1 is 3x. And now this is minus 18 into x square minus 18x square minus minus plus 18 into 4 is 72x, then minus minus plus 18. And now this, now open this bracket, plus minus is minus 72x, again this plus minus is minus 14. So now you can see we got x raised to power 4. It is only a single term, so write down it as it is. Now you can see we have to solve the values whose variables power is 3. So I have also solved this one for you by separating the terms. You can see here is minus 4x cube, and write down another value of x cube, this is minus 3x cube. Now both terms are of negative sign. We know that minus minus is plus, 4 plus 3 is 7, so minus 7x cube. So write down this minus 7x cube here. And now see the value of square. This is minus x square, and this is 12x square, and this is minus 18x square. So write down this one here, and you can see this is plus positive 12x square, so write down here as it is. And now you can see this is a minus x square and minus 18x square. So minus minus is plus, 18 plus 1 is minus 19x square. Now subtract the terms, we got minus 7x square. So write down here. And now see the value of variable x. Of course there are 3 terms, but this 72 is a positive sign and this 72 is of negative sign. So both terms are cancelled and we got only 3x. So write down this 3x here, and at the end of the sum there are constant terms, 18 minus 14. 18 minus 14 become 4. So of course this is plus 4. So it is exactly the dividend which is given to us. So it means this side and this side, both sides are same. So it means the steps which we had solved in the sum, that are correct. So our answer is correct. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now see again, now in the fourth part, now the variable is y. That is not the problem. We can take any variable, and any variable can be given to you. It can be z or it can be a, b, c, like this also. But in each sum, when we are going to start the sum, first of all we have to see the powers of the variable should be in a descending order. It is already in a proper manner. You can see this is 4, 3, 2, 1 and 0. And of course with the divisor also this is 2, 1 and 0. So I have written here y square plus y plus 1. So we have to start the sum from here. So what is the next step? That is, first of all write down this 3 y raised to power 4 divided by this y square. Now you can see it will become y into y is for 4 times, write down for 4 times, and here for 2 times. This y and this y are cancelled out with each other, so we got 3y square. So this is the first step, very easy. 3 into y will become 3y square. So write down this 3y square here, and of course what is the next step? Now we have to multiply this 3y square with this divisor, that is y square plus y plus 1. Okay, now multiply, it will become y into y become y raised to power 4 plus 3 into y square into y will become y raised to power 3 plus 3y square multiplied with 1 will become 3y square. So write down this step here. So it will become 3y raised to power 4 plus 3y cube plus 3y square. So okay, now the next step is we have to change the signs of the polynomial. It will become minus, this is also plus, and this is also plus become minus. So I hope this is clear to you. And these two terms are of opposite sign, so cancel out with each other. Now you can see this is minus 7 and of course this is minus 3. So now you can see minus minus is plus, 7 plus 3 is of course 10, and of course minus sign will remain here because of the highest term has a negative sign, and this will become minus 10y cube. And in this case you can see also this 3y square and this 3y square are also cancelled out with each other because of both terms are same and have opposite signs, so you can cancel out like this. But now listen carefully, see carefully, here the cube power is still here in the sum, and it means we have to write the square term also. We can, even in this case we don't need to write this y square term because of it is already removed from here, like this 4 is removed. But now listen carefully, in this sum when there is a y cube term is here, then we should also write the y square term. So of course the term is cancelled here, so we can write it as 0 because of 3 minus 3 is 0. 0y square plus 15y plus 7. So I am repeating the same step again, listen carefully. Even in this case this y4 term has been cancelled, and this minus 7 and minus 3 will become minus 10. But in this case you can see if there is a still power of cube is existing here, then to complete the polynomial we should introduce y square term also here. Although it is cancelled here because of this is of plus 3 and this is of minus 3, both terms are cancelled out with each other, but you have to write down this one also because of still we have a term which has a power 3. So we have to complete the polynomial by writing here 0. Of course we can take in this way also, 3 minus 3 is 0, so we can write down as 0y square plus 15y plus 7. I hope this is clear to you. So when I had started the sum, I already told you that we should always compare the power of the dividend should always be greater than or equal to the highest power of the divisor. In this case the highest power of the divisor is y square. Here the power is 4, that is greater than 2, so that is why we divide the sum. We had taken the steps and we had solved this one. Even now in this case you can see the power is here 3 and here the power is 2. It means the power of dividend is greater than the power of the divisor. So we can do the further steps again. Now see, this is minus 10y cube. Of course this is divided by this y square. So write down here y square, and it will become minus 10 into y into y into y over is y square means y into y. This y and this y, both y are cancelled out with each other, so we got minus 10y. So write down here minus 10y. And of course what is the next step? Now we have to multiply this minus 10y with the divisor, that is y square plus y plus 1. So multiply now minus 10 into this y square into y will become y cube. Again plus minus is minus. 10 into y is y square. Plus minus minus, this is 10y. So I hope this is clear to you. Very easy step is this. So write down here minus 10 y cube, this is minus 10y square, and this is minus 10y. So now this is, we have to change the signs. Of course these are opposite terms are cancelled out with each other. Now you can see here is a plus sign, here is also plus, plus plus is plus, 10 plus 0 become 10, so it will become 10y square. And in this case 10 plus 10, of course this is 15 is of positive sign and 10 is also positive sign, so plus plus is plus, 10 plus 15 become 25 y plus 7. So is it a remainder? Of course not. Why? Because of, now you can see here also the power of, in this case dividend is 2, that is exactly equal to the power of the divisor, the highest power of the divisor. Here the highest power of the divisor is 2, even in this case the power of the dividend is also 2. So as I told you, we have to continue the division because of here the power of the variable is 2 and the power of the divisor is also 2. It means we can do the same step again till we are not getting the power less than the power of the variable of the divisor. Okay, now see, this is 10y square. Write down this 10y square and it is divided with this y square. So directly cancel this y square with y square. So we got 10. So write down this 10 is here. This is of positive sign, so 10. And now we have to multiply this with the divisor, that is y square plus y plus 1. Now multiply this, it will become 10y square plus 10 into y is 10y plus 10 ones are 10. So now write down here, of course this is 10y square plus 10y and plus 10. Now change the sign, it will become minus, minus and minus. This both terms are opposite signs are cancelled out with each other, and now you can see this is 25y and this 10 is of minus sign. So 25 minus 10 become 15y and this 7 is of positive sign and 10 is of negative sign. So plus minus is minus, 10 minus 7 become minus 3 because the highest power is 10 and it has a negative sign. So now you can see this is the remainder. Why? Now you can see in this case the power of the dividend here is 1, that is less than the highest power of the divisor, that is 2. So it means here the power is 1, that is less than 2. So now we can stop the division. So this is the remainder. I hope this is clear to you. So now we have to do the verification also. So okay, let us start the verification. Now you can see after dividing we just got the quotient is 3y square minus 10y plus 10 and the remainder is 15y minus 3. So now we have to apply this formula to verify the sum. This is dividend is equal to quotient into divisor plus remainder. So this is the formula, and you know this is the dividend which I have written here is equal to quotient 3y square minus 10y plus 10 into divisor. Divisor is y square plus y plus 1 plus remainder is 15y minus 3. So now we have to solve only this side, and now we have to multiply this bracket with this bracket, and now we are just multiplying each term with this bracket. So it will become 3y square into y square plus y plus 1 minus 10y into y square plus y plus 1 and then plus 10 into y square plus y plus 1 and also plus 15y minus 3 as it is. Now multiply 3y square into y square will become 3y raised to power 4 plus 3y square into y will become 3y cube, and of course with the 1 it will become 3y square. Then minus 10y into y square become minus 10y cube, then plus minus is minus 10y into y become 10y square, and then plus minus is minus 10y into 1 is 10y, and then multiply this 10 with y square, 10y square plus 10 into y is 10y plus 10 into 1 is 10, and also this 15y minus 3 as it is. Okay, now I had to cancel some terms because of, now you can see in this case minus 10y square and this is also 10y square, but this is of negative sign and this is of positive sign. So both terms are same, so cancel out. These terms are cancelled out with each other, and now you can see this one also. This is minus 10y and this is plus 10y, and this plus 10y and minus 10y also cancel. So now 3y raised to power 4, and then you can see 3y raised to power 3 minus 10y raised to power 3 plus minus is minus 10 minus 3 is minus 7 y cube, and now you can see this is 3y square also because of these two terms also square, but these terms has opposite signs, so cancel out these terms. Only 3y square is left. And now you can see this is plus 15y is also here because of minus 10y and plus 10y are also cancelled. So at the last 10 minus 3, that constant terms 10 minus 3 is 7. So I hope this is clear to you. So okay students, now I am going to solve its fifth part. So see this carefully. In the fifth part it is given, that is also in your book. You can see the statement in your book. The statement is the area of triangle is 2x square plus 4x and its base is x plus 2, and we have to find its altitude. Of course this is the sum of the division also, but here we have to apply some formula and then we can able to find the answer. So what is the formula? So in this case we have to find the altitude of the triangle, and we know the formula of the area of triangle is, we know half into base into altitude is equal to area. This is the formula of area of triangle. You can see 1 by 2 multiplied by base multiplied by altitude is equal to area. So this is the formula of the triangle. And now you can put the value, it is equal to half 1 by 2 into the value of base is, in this case, is x plus 2, and the altitude is not given to us, that we have to find. That is equal to the area is, or area of the triangle is 2x square plus 4x. So I hope this step is clear to you. Just put the values which are given to you in this formula, which is the formula of the area of the triangle, and formula is very simple, half into base into altitude. And when we are taking the value of 1 by 2, means the value of 2 which is in the denominator, into the right hand side, it will be multiplied with this whole term. Why? Because of here it is in the denominator, and when we are taking it into the another side, then it will become into multiplication. Because of here the 2 is in a division. So take this 2 in this side, it will become x plus 2 remain as it is, multiplied this altitude, and this 2 is taken this side, it will multiplied with the whole term as I explained. So 2 here multiplied with this whole term, and also again the x plus 2 remains as it is and multiplied with altitude is equal to, multiply this 2 with the each term in this bracket, 2 into 2 4x square plus 4 to the 8x. I hope this is clear to you. And now you can see in the next step, altitude remain in this side. So now take this x plus 2 in the right hand side. Of course here it is in a multiplication, means it is in the numerator. When we will take to the right hand side, it will go into the denominator. So here it will become altitude is equal to 4x square plus 8x over x plus 2. So I hope this is clear to you. So now we have to apply the same process, means we have to find the division of the polynomial. Now this time we have to divide this polynomial 4x square plus 8x by x plus 2. So I hope this is clear to you. Now we will do the division. So okay, now see, again we have to follow the same steps. What are these steps? Again, first of all take this 4x square and divide this with this x. You can see this is, it will become 4 into x over x, and of course this x is cancelled with this. So we got 4x and write down this 4x here. So what is the next step? Now this we have to multiply this 4x by this x plus 2. So multiply this 4x by x plus 2, it will become 4 into x is 4x square plus 4 to the 8x. So write down this here, it will become 4x square plus 8x. So now you can see we have to subtract the terms by changing the sign. So this is also opposite sign, it is also opposite sign. So here we got remainder, that is 0. So it means we got the answer after the division of 4x square plus 8x by x plus 2, that is 4x. So the answer is what we got, the altitude of the triangle is 4x. So now finally we got the answer. So I hope this is clear to you. So okay, now I am going to start its last part, that is sixth part. So see this statement, and you can also see the statement in your book. So the sixth part is, find the length of the side of rectangle if area is 6x square plus 13xy minus 28y square and its breadth is 2x plus 7y. So okay, now what is the difference in this and the previous sum? The previous sum was the case of the triangle, means the previous sum is the case of the area of triangle. Now this case is about the area of a rectangle, and we know that what is the area of the rectangle means what is the formula to find the area of rectangle, that is length multiplied breadth is equal to area. So this is the formula of area of rectangle. You can see now the area of rectangle is length multiplied by breadth is equal to area. So now directly put the values. Length we have to find, so write down length as it is, multiply by breadth. The value of breadth is given, that is 2x plus 7y is equal to area. Area is given, that is 6x square plus 13xy minus 28y square. Now what will be the next step? Take the length in the same side and take this value into the another side, and when you are taking, now you can see this is here in the multiplication, means it is in the numerator, and it will go, when we are taking this to the right hand side, it will go into the denominator. So it will become, in the next step, length is equal to, take this 2x plus 7y in the denominator, it will become 6x square plus 13xy minus 28y square over 2x plus 7y. Now we have to divide this 6x square plus 13xy minus 28y square by 2x plus 7y to find the exact value of the length. So see this one carefully. So okay, as I told you that now we have to divide 6x square plus 13xy minus 28y square by this 2x plus 7y. So again we have to follow the same steps. So what is the first step? That is, write down this 6x square here and divide this by this 2 into x. So we know that how we can solve this. Separate the numerical values and the variable values by this. This x is cancelled with this. This is 3 to the 6. So it will become 3x. So write down this 3x here. So now the next step is we have to multiply this 3x by this divisor. This is 2x plus 7y. So multiply this 3 into 2, 6x square plus 7 is the 21 into x y. So I hope this is clear to you. So 3 to the 6x square plus 7 is the 21 into x y. So write down here, it will become 6x square plus 21 xy, and now you can see, change the signs. Of course this 6x square is cancelled because of both terms has opposite signs, and now you can see here this is of plus sign and this is of minus sign. So now we have to subtract the terms. Of course 13 is of plus sign and 21 is of minus sign. So subtract the terms, we got minus 8. Because of 21 minus 13 is minus 8. Of course 21 is the highest term, it has a negative sign. So xy remain as it is, minus 28y square. So I hope this is clear to you. Okay, now here is minus 8xy, write down this minus 8xy here, and it is divided by again this 2x. So again subtract the numerical terms and the variable term. We got, this is 4 to the 8 minus 4, and this x is cancelled with this x, we got y. This is minus 4y. Now we have to multiply this minus 4y with the divisor. So minus 4y into 2x plus 7y. So it will go, multiply this minus 4y with each term, it will become minus 4 to the 8xy plus minus is minus 7 4 to 28, y into y is y square. So write down here, it will become minus 8xy, this is minus 28 y square. So change the signs again like this. Now both terms are cancelled. Why? Because of, in this case the term has opposite sign and the terms are same. Even in this case the terms has opposite sign and the terms are same. So now you can see we got the remainder. So this is the remainder. So in this case we find the value of the breadth, and the value of the breadth we can write down here. That is 3x minus 4y. So I hope this is clear to you. So dear students, I had solved 11.3 exercise. For this week I am leaving only a single sum of this exercise for you, that is the second part of the fourth sum. So you have to try by yourself, and still if you are not be able to solve, then you can also call me. My contact number you already have, and you can also subscribe my channel, because of by subscribing you can directly see my videos in YouTube. So do the practice and learn the mathematics. Thank you.